Assalamu alaikum. Good to be back after a long break, you guys. How are you doing? Awesome, awesome. Let's go ahead and get into a daily message. Yes, I am back with a tan. Got to get out of the house for just a little bit, and we're talking about these messages as checking on the people, right? And leaving the house after not leaving the house for quite a while. It was a good check on the people, but it was a wonderful, beautiful vacation and experience. But I am happy to be back to the routine, back into the routine, back into the routine. Feels very, very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started here. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All right. All right. So we have line 100 from Surah 9. Okay. Something that I have not read previously. Surah 9, 100, and it reads, "The vanguard of Islam, the first of those who forsook their homes, and of those who gave them aid, and also of those who follow them in all good deeds. Well pleased is Allah with them, as they are with Him. For them hath He prepared gardens under which rivers flow, to dwell therein forever. That is the supreme." Okay, so beautiful. We have been kind of teetering on edge these last few weeks, reading these lines, right? Not really sure where we stand. But this is a beautiful verse and a beautiful reassurance. Really what we've been seeking out. And, by going out and seeing a little bit of the U.S., we went to the two party zones, Miami and Vegas. Right? So it seems a little bit counterintuitive as we are on our faith journey, but it was really, pleasantly refreshing and surprising to see everybody just going about their activities. We had a lot of people also on vacation, and it was nice to be out and about. I didn't experience any ill intention or ill thought. Everybody was very pleasant and kind and helpful, so it was nice. And I was expecting maybe a little bit more rowdiness, and I think Ian saw a little bit more rowdiness than I did. But everybody was very, very kind when we went out, so that was awesome. Mellow, right? It's nice to have a little bit of peace and mellowness, lots of relaxation. It was very fun. Mind you, we went to Vegas during EDC, so that was an experience. We had all those brave goers to EDC, or going to ADC in Vegas, so that was a good time. Everybody was very peace, love, unity, and respect. That's what we were experiencing. It's set for good intentions there. As they almost done here. Okay, let me go ahead and read this out once more here. "The vanguard of Islam, the first of those who forsook their homes, and of those who gave them aid, and of those who gave them aid, and also those who follow them." I think I follow them. I truncated all these lines. Give me one moment. All good deeds when I try to talk and write at the same time. Excuse me one moment. Well pleased. With them as are they with him. Okay, for them, he prepared, guarded the river's flow. Okay, alright, let's try this again. The vanguard of Islam, the first of those who forsook their homes, and of those who gave them aid, and also those who follow them in all good deeds. Well pleased is Allah with them, as they are with Him. For them hath He prepared gardens under which rivers flow, to dwell therein forever. That is the supreme felicity. So we're talking about the goal, the final goal, right? But it's saying here, it's already guaranteed. For those who are giving people of the faith aid, I know we have a lot of wars going on right now, really just a major one here, a few other smaller ones, but just that part, right? Those are trying to leave their home either in Gaza or Israel, right? That's really a good opportunity to give them aid in this situation. I know sometimes it can be a little bit hard to discern, right, whether that's the right decision for you. But if the opportunity comes up and you feel like you should go ahead and do so, go ahead and do so. But it's also saying, and those who follow them in all good deeds. So, of course, looking to the faith, looking to those who follow the faith, and also just remembering in the back of your mind, anytime you could express a good deed, to go ahead and do so. It says here, if you're already doing these things, right, following and looking to the faith, having that imagination of good deed with you at all times, right? It says, well pleased is Allah with them, as they are with Him. And that's also a good component, right? Having God be pleased with you, and then also being pleased with God, remembering to express gratitude and to be thankful for God and everything that He provides and every path that He makes clear for you. Always, being pleased with Him in everything. And it says here, for them hath He prepared gardens under which rivers flow, to dwell therein forever. So we're talking about paradise, right? Paradise is the end goal. That's where we want that's where our home is. Let me just say that's where our home is. That's where we want to return to after we get out of this flow and cycle of life, right? That is the supreme felicity. So we are looking to that opportunity. We are looking forward to that. Not having that be the motivation for everything we do. Of course, naturally, we have to err on the side of good deeds mostly all the time, right? Of course, there's little things here and there that we use discernment for, but err on the side of good deeds mostly all the time, if not all the time, right? That's what I would say. So wonderful. That is a beautiful line to start out our week. We're talking about good deeds, and we're going to learn about David and his misstep, right? He actually does a bit of human action here. He is very much a human, but we also know he is a king. He holds a lot of power. So we are going to learn about his transgression, right? We are going to learn about his fault, his grave mistake. So we're talking about good deeds and bad deeds within the same day. But I will get into it in just a few minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Paradise awaits. Alright, title this out. Appreciate you guys listening and coming back to me here to listen in. We're going to get back on track as best as we can. Alright, I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes. Bye-bye.